Alright, it's an institution. Oxtail soup and Kam Bowl. How's it your unk? You know your unk and oxtail soup. Here we go. Fitness, foodies, and the fabulous absurd. From burpees to Kamu, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from your unk. BURPEEyoga uncle. Fresh off the plane, first place we're gonna check out close to the airport that's open early in the morning is Kam Bowl. It's a long history about this particular place, but let's talk about the food and the grinds first. They actually have specials for pig's feet soup, but I came for oxtail soup and they're famous for it. Interesting history why they're called Kam Bowl, because they used to be a bowling alley called Kam Bowl and a restaurant. That's what I got, oxtail soup. I'll tell you a little bit later, just story. Small kind. This is beef stew, Hawaiian style beef stew. One thing I noticed is the bowl of soup for the oxtail soup is not the biggest, but I'm not gonna complain because I came for the taste. So of course I eat it with soy sauce and ginger and 2 scoop rice. Came out, I think it's $26 for that. So it's not cheap, but I think Zippy is charging about the same and give you about the same amount of food. So I guess that's the running standard in Honolulu back in 2000, or actually in 2025 when I recorded this. There's other videos that I have of reviews of oxtail soup in Hawaii, so I'll put it in the description below. This one is filled with cilantro and green onion, which is a normal way of making this. Actually, I have a recipe to make all this too. I'll put that down in the description as well below. It's super easy to make. You only need 4 ingredients to make it. I like this soup. It's not bad. It's pretty clear. The ginger is to die for. You gotta eat it just like that with the ginger, soy sauce, as well as the soup and rice. And it's pretty good. I liked it. The oxtail itself is pretty tender. It kind of falls off the bone. Not 100%. The secret of making it for me is I use an instant pot, so I don't have to cook it for like 4 or 5 hours. But here's the history of Kam Bowl for those that you don't know. So originally, oxtail soup, it's a mix of it's an amalgamation of Okinawan recipe and fusion food back in Honolulu when there's a lot of plantation workers from all over Asia, Japanese, Chinese, and they made this thing called oxtail soup. And it was super popular in Kam Bowl. And within Kam Bowl, at the Kam Bowl bowling alley, there was a coffee shop called the Kapiolani coffee shop. Incidentally, they have oxtail soup too. And then when the Kam Bowl closed, the Kam Bowl bowling alley closed, Kapiolani coffee shop moved somewhere else. And there was actually no Kam Bowl oxtail soup anymore, right? So the Kam Bowl oxtail soup was actually the Kapiolani coffee shop's oxtail soup. So fast forward to 2000 and I think 16, 17, apparently the recipe and the part of the business of Kapiolani coffee shop was sold to another person. You can do this search on the internet, and then they created Kam Bowl. And in a restaurant called the Kenny's Restaurant, which is where I'm sitting in now. And so Kenny's Restaurant was popular too for the locals, for local grinds. But again, I came only for oxtail soup. So that's how Kam Bowl's oxtail soup came about. So you can literally say that Kapiolani Coffee Shop's oxtail soup and Kam Bowl's oxtail soup is essentially the same recipe. Now, to confuse you even more, there's another place called Asahi Grill, which is actually also pre-owned by Kapiolani Coffee Shop. And to me, actually, they have the best oxtail soup, the one in Kaimuki. Again, I'll put the description below. So out of all the oxtail soup, the more popular ones in Honolulu. So let's start with Kapiolani Coffee Shop. Then there's Kam Bowl, which is where I'm at now. And then there's also Asahi Grill on Ward, which is separate than the Asahi Grill in Kaimuki. Out of all those 4 places, my favorite place to eat for oxtail soup literally is the Asahi Grill in Kaimuki. But you can't go wrong in any of them. So I would behoove you, if you get a chance to go anywhere, just go to some place that's close to wherever you're at and just eat there. They essentially, all 4 places are kind of the same recipe. Essentially, Okinawan based oxtail soup, which is what I love to make. And so that's a brief history of Kam Bowl and oxtail soup. And hopefully
The beef stew was all right. I mean, I've had better beef stew. So again, 4 places to eat oxtail soup. Essentially the same type of oxtail soup are those 4 places. Again, I'll leave it in the description below. Thank you so much. The rest of it is going to be mukbang. And I do a lot of burpees. I burpees to eat and eat to burpee. I have a lot of recipes on my channel as well. I'll put in one of the corners of me doing Supermans and muscle ups, burpees. So that's the reason why I can grind and eat so much, because I work out. Burpees to eat to burpee, man. If you're down this far, please hit that like and subscription button. Hopefully, minimum hit that like to help me with the algorithm for your own channel. Thank you so much. I can continue bringing you these content. All right, bless up.